building across the street is new too. I don't remember anything that looked like that. Hi. This is my old neighborhood. I miss my grandmother. My mother went to work and she took care of me. When I was older, and still living here, my mother got sick and was hospitalized for a while, and my grandmother came to take care of me. And she struck up a very warm relationship with our next-door neighbor, Josie's mother, who spoke mostly Italian, and my grandmother spoke mostly Yiddish, and they got along famously. So.
You've arrived at your destination.
I lived here from the age of 11 till I got married at age 23. My name is Judy Reisman. I'm 78 years old. I'll be 79 next month. I was named after my grandfather, my father's father, whose name was Isidore. And my mother loved the arts, and she loved ballet. And when she had me, I was a cesarean section, and they had to give me a name. So my Aunt Rose, cousin Phyllis's mother, said, why not Isadora, after the wonderful dancer Isadora Duncan that you love so much? So that's how I became Isadora. And then, when I was 3 years old, one of my father's younger brothers, named Uncle Irving, told me that when I would get older and go to school, everyone would call me Dumb Dora. So I knew about the movie The Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland, and I named myself Judy. My mother's name was Anita, very affectionate, very smart. She had a beautiful singing voice, which I did not inherit. She loved to recite Russian and Yiddish poetry. When she was young, she apparently was very flirtatious and had a lot of boys or young men interested in her. After my father died, she continued being flirtatious as an older woman, because after my father died, she got a boyfriend. So, and his name was Irving, and I didn't like him. And my father was Sam, or Samuel. He was reserved. He was also very smart. He had been, he worked in a garment factory making women's coats, and he would make me winter coats. He was what was called left of center, very interested in socialism, and many of his friends were as well. And they went to visit the Soviet Union. Russia had become the Soviet Union around that time. I don't know how many men had gone, and I believe they were all Jewish. And my father's best friend, whose name I never really knew his first name. His last name was Geltman, and they all referred to themselves with their last names. And they went to Russia, and this Geltman just fell in love with it and was ready to stay there and not come back to the United States. My father told them all, no, you'd be making a big mistake if you stayed here. Impressed as we are with it, you don't want to stay here. And they went back home, which was a very wise thing to do. So I was, that makes me very proud of him. I've had an interesting life. It's still interesting. I had a wonderful marriage. Sometimes it makes me a little, teary-eyed, but it's fun. It's really, fun isn't even the right word. It's just wonderful going back and being able to remember what my life was like.